Hello, I'm Maggie and I live at Chevin Park in Menston. I chose Chevin Park because of the area it's in. It suited me from where I was moving, but as soon as I drove onto the development, I got a feel about it, the open spaces and the facilities, just from looking at it, the cycle track and the running track, things like that, I knew would suit me really well. I suppose I fell in love with it really. I chose this over others that I'd looked at. I'd looked at second-hand and new, but this development, I liked the conversion of the old buildings. That suited me because although I appreciate new build, I was going to get the best of both worlds by having an apartment that's new inside but also in an old building. Even without conversion, the buildings are wonderful. The workmanship that must have gone into them, and then to see the buildings that had already been done by the time I came on here, I was really impressed at how sympathetic the developer had been. And when I walked into the sales office at Ben Bailey here and saw that they had the size of the development that I needed and at the right price, I just was so excited. I was just blown away by the space. This is a one-bed apartment, but it doesn't feel like that at all. I've got really good dining space, flexibility for if I need family to stay, then they can fit in, and plenty of space for myself, more than I need. And the high ceilings here are just amazing. People walk in and go, wow. The other thing was the kitchen choice here. I looked in the sales office at the choices they had and was really pleased that there was a lot of scope for my taste with the kitchen, the tiles in the bathroom. The kitchen was a really nice surprise actually once I read the specification list, that I would actually be getting not just an oven but a built-in microwave as well, which I don't think I'd seen with any other developer, and also a washing machine built in and a dishwasher built in. It's just, and the range of cupboards is just fantastic because it's certainly more than I need. I've got plenty of space to fill. I chose my own tiles in the bathroom and in the cloakroom, and when I actually got to come into the apartment to see the finish, I was really pleasantly surprised to see that although the shower room has a very high ceiling of about 12 foot, the developer had actually tiled right up to the ceiling, and I thought that was fantastic. So the fittings throughout, the taps, the sanitary ware, the tiles are just everything I could want them to be. The customer care experience with Ben Bailey has been above and beyond what I would have expected of a developer. I mean, they all talk about customer care, but certainly Ben Bailey went beyond that. Caroline in the buying process kept me informed, but the site manager was always available. So right up to when I actually purchased, and then beyond, once I've moved in, I can't believe how available they are. The location of the development here was quite important to me because although I do love the open spaces and the freedom that you feel on this development to be able to go out and walk, cycle, run, whatever you want to do without hitting a main road, the fact is that you do have shops and easy access to the roads, to Leeds, to the local towns, right on the doorstep. It's, you know, there's a 5-minute walk to the nearest shop, but then again there's a 5-minute walk and you feel as though you're out in the countryside. So the location is just fantastic. The thing I love most about living here is the actual apartment, because every time I come into it I think how much I love it. I love the light coming through the windows, the feeling of space, knowing that I can have social occasions, I can have friends round and accommodate them, but also for myself it's a lovely peaceful environment where I feel at home. I would definitely recommend Ben Bailey to other buyers, and I already have done. I'd love to think that certain members of my family and friends will eventually come and live here because it's a lovely environment to be in.